you too, students. So yes, today is 31st of Jan and we are having our board exams from 1st of March. So we are just left with 28 days, okay? And this last 28 days are very important, and it really matters how you use these last 28 days for your preparation, okay? So in today's video, I'll be discussing this last 28 days strategy, and I'll be covering both the type of students whose preparation is going well and those students who haven't started anything or have just studied some part and are having a lot of syllabus to complete. So I'll be telling you what all tricks you can follow, what all things you should be studying on which day. So I'll be giving you a detailed, you can say a 28-day strategy, okay? So let's get started without any further delay. Okay, so what should be our goal? So our goal should be 95% plus in PU boards and 290 plus in PCM, okay? So this is required to get a very good seat in KSET examination or to get a very good rank in KSET 2025. So we have to target this and we will achieve this. Do not worry, I'll be having a I can give you a solid plan for this. So coming to the first thing, your question may be like, ma'am, is it still possible? Can we still get it? Because we are just 28 days left. And the answer to this is yes, of course, but it requires a strategic study plan, okay? So you should be knowing what exactly you should be studying at this point of time, how you should be studying, and when you should be studying, okay? And when you need to write the mock test. These are the things that you need to know at this point of time to master it and to get 95% plus, okay? Now coming to the first category of students who are on track, okay, and they are getting 85% plus in their pre-board examinations, okay? So you have got for example, if you have got 85%, right? So I can say 85% of 70 if you are talking about physics, chemistry and bio, right? So how much it will come? 7 5s are 35, 7 8s are 56 plus 3 59.5. So I can say roughly if you are getting 60 plus out of 70, okay, then you are getting 85% and above, okay? So for these people I'll be telling what you have to do, and those students who haven't started, for them also there's a strategy. Now those students who are getting 85% plus, what should be your plan? So first thing is you have to analyze your pre-board papers, okay? Very important. And after analyzing, what you have to do, when you analyze, you have to see that which chapter questions got wrong, okay? So you have to make a list, okay? Analyze your pre-board papers properly and which questions you lost mark, why you lost mark. So make an analysis of this one. After that, you have to solve pre-board papers of different districts. So almost 31 districts are there in Karnataka, right? And I hope you will be having the papers of different districts as well in your school, in your board exam, you will be getting it. So if not, you can comment down. I will be sending it to you, or I will be uploading it. So if you do not have, please comment it down. So I have almost 28 districts pre-board papers are there for all the subjects. So you can, if you have to just go through and analyze, or you have to see all those previous year question paper, all those districts pre-board papers, and you have to attempt it. You have to see which questions are more repeated, which questions are difficult, which questions are little tricky, which numerical is difficult. So these all things you have to do. So because your syllabus is almost done, you need more practice. So how you will practice, from where you will practice? First thing you can practice is your pre-board papers of different districts. Now coming to next one, mock test. So you have to write at least 2 to 3 mock tests for each subject on alternative days, okay? So for example, maths, you are there, 3 mock tests from maths, 3 mock tests of physics, 3 mock tests of chemistry, bio or CS, okay? These are the main subjects whose mock test you should write on alternative days, okay? Next, you have to see your basic chapter concepts and all are clear. Small things might be there which you need to brush up. So for that, you can follow our Decode NCERT, where we have given you everything that is given in the NCERT which are important. Next, we have also given you Brahmastra series, where all the important questions are done. You can watch them, revise them once. Brahmastra notes are also given to you, and then we are doing this MCQ series. In that also you can take this watch this series and master your MCQs, from where there are chances of losing marks, okay? After that, once you are doing all these questions, so how many questions you have done? Almost 28 district papers here. Then you are doing mock test, and then you are doing these questions. So whichever questions got wrong, you have to analyze your mistake, and then you have to work on them, improve on them. Okay, so this is your board timetable. You can see you have first Kannada, third is maths. So for maths you have just 1 day left, right? So 1 day gap is there. So you should give more importance to math at this point of time. Next, you can see for physics you have almost 3 days gap. For chemistry you have 5 days gap, so you can give less importance to chemistry at this point of time. Then you have English, so English. Then for bio also you have just 2 days, I can say. So bio also you should give little bit importance at this point of time. So the least importance now should be chemistry, because you have almost 5 days there, and like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So almost 4.5 days are there. So this time you can do majority of the section, that is also possible. But now your first priority should be maths. Okay, after that I can say bio based on the days left, then physics, and then chemistry. If you haven't taken bio, then you can do maths, physics and chemistry. Okay, so this is for those students who are getting like 85%, above 60, 58, 57 you have got out of 70, you can follow this. Now coming to next, because you have already done the concept, you can keep studying for KSET as well. You can solve KSET previous year questions, also you can solve Comet K questions, because now you are having the whole day time for studying, right? Your schools and colleges are closed, you have got preparatory leave, so you can use that and do even KSET right now. Now coming to those students who haven't started anything or are very initial stage of preparation. So let me tell you what you have to do. So your action plan is to list the chapters and weightage. Okay, I have given you that, so you did not have to do that, but that is the first thing. You have to write down, or you have to see a list where you have all the chapters of PCMB, like bio or CS, and I believe that English and Kannada are something which is like you can do by yourself. You don't need guidance for that, so I am not giving anything regarding those two subjects. Now list the chapters and weightage. This list should be there. Then you have to analyze them and note down the chapters. What you have to note down? You have to first note down, like I'll show you. See, so I'll tell you, first you have to list the chapters and the weightage, analyze them and note the chapters. So you have to note down those chapters which you have not completed, or which you have half done, or which you haven't done at all. Okay, like which you have to divide it into 3 categories. The first one is the chapters which you have done, second half done, and third not started at all. Then after that, those chapters which are half done and which is like not done at all, those chapters you have to order based on the weightage. Suppose there are 7 chapters which you haven't done at all. Out of these 7 chapters, which are the high weightage, which are the moderate weightage, which are the low weightage, you have to arrange them. How can you arrange them? By seeing this chapter weightage. Okay, next after that you have to make a you have to make a 28-day strategy. Okay, I have done this for you, and I will be telling you 28 days strategy we have to make for this. Next, we have to decide our resources, because we have very less time, so we cannot use so many resources. We have to restrict ourselves to the most important and relevant resources. Next, you have to start studying. I'll tell you how to study, and then after 20th of Feb you should be doing some mock test and revision. So till 20th of Feb we'll be using to complete the syllabus. Okay, fine. Now coming to the first step, number 1 is list the chapters and weightage. So that is what I have already done for you. You can just take a screenshot here. This is for physics. I have written the chapter weightage. Okay, so yellow color are the chapters with high weightage, blue color are with low weightage, moderate weightage, and the purple color are for high weightage, low weightage chapters. Okay, yellow high, blue moderate, purple low. This is for physics. Now coming to chemistry, same thing I have done. In chemistry there is no low weightage chapters, because these are only 10 chapters in chemistry, so you have to take a list of these chapters as well. Now similarly you can see for maths as well. These are the high weightage topics, yellow color, blue are your moderate weightage, and low weightage topics are also there. Okay, this list you have to prepare, you take a screenshot. Similarly you can see for biology here. Okay, this is the step 1. I want all of you to make a note of these all things and keep it ready. Okay, This is step number 1. Step number 2 is a make a list. What list you have to do? Like this: completed chapters, half done, incomplete chapters for all the subjects. Okay, because till now you have given many preparatory exams, you have given midterm, you have unit tests, so something you might have studied, right? So what all the chapters, that maybe one chapter also you have to write down here, that is completed. Half done and incomplete chapters you have to segregate. Clear? You have to make a list. This is your step number 2. Step number 3 is ordering of chapters. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 chapters that I have to do. Now I will arrange them based on the weightage. So alcohols and aldehydes I'll do first, then DNF block, then biomolecules, then amines. Now alcohols I'm doing first because these both chapters are interrelated, right? So that is the step number 3, that is you have to order them. So find out the chapters that has to be done or half completed or not started at all, and then you order them. This is step number 3. After that we will make a 28-day study plan. So again I have written 30 here, that is not 30, 28. So here is your first phase, that is 1st of Feb to 10th of Feb. We will cover as much as high weightage chapters possible. So here's a list for maths, chemistry and physics. So in maths you have to do continuity and differentiability, integration, application of integration, derivatives, determinants and matrices. So these 2 chapters are small, these 2 chapters are important, this chapter is big, this is small. So I have given a mix and related chapters. Chemistry you have to do solution, kinetics, haloalkanes, alcohols, amines and coordination compounds. Physics, electric charges, electrostatic potential, current, electricity, moving charges and magnetism and matter. Okay. Now after this, from 11th of Feb to 17th of Feb, we will go towards little moderate weightage chapters. So relational function 2, inverse trigonometric function, vector algebra, differential equation and 3D geometry. Then here aldehydes and ketones, DNF block, biomolecules, electromagnetic induction, alternating current, ray optics, wave optics, atoms, nuclei and semiconductor electronics. Okay. Now in the last 3 days, 18th, 19th and 20th, you have to just do probability and linear programming, and I have given you, if any of the chapter is not completed also, you can finish in this period of time. Electrochemistry, EM waves and dual nature of radiation and matter. Okay. So yes, this is your 28 days plan that I have given you the chapter list, so that I have combined some high weightage and related chapters at one place. Now after this, what you have to do is you have to fix your resources. As I said that there is no time now to search your resources. You should be having a very definite and best resources for you right now. So the first one is definitely NCERT. In NCERT what you have to do? Solved examples, focus on solved examples and in-text questions. Okay, these 2 are important which you should follow. Next, coming to our channel videos, if you have any doubt in any concept, you don't have time to read the concept, so we have our 60 out of 60 K-set series, okay, for PCM. Now we have explained the concept keeping both boards and K-set in mind, so there is nothing extra. If you want to understand any concept, you can watch this series. But if your concepts are clear, only your focus is question practice, then watch our Brahmastra videos. I can show you these are very important questions are there, clubbed together, explained, solutions are given, everything is there. Please go and watch this video. After that, you should have one previous year question book. Example, I can say I have personally seen Jivit and Oshwal book. These books are good. Okay, so you can refer to these books for your reference. Okay. Now after this, what happens? Once your resources are done, you should have NCERT book. You can refer. So NCERT book, you should do solved examples and in-text questions. You do not have to read NCERT now line by line. Okay. Now if you want to do the important questions from that, because we have to write answers in the exam, so we should do question practice. For that, Brahmastra is very important and efficient. And after that, you should do some previous year questions. You should have this Jivit book or Oswal book. Now coming to our videos, you can see here these are the series. Here we have all the Brahmastra videos, everything is there for you. You can go and check our playlist. Now how to start studying? Suppose you decided I am going to study the chapter alternating current, for example in physics. First thing, you have to select the chapter. You have made a list, right? Priority order list. select the chapter that you have kept in the first. After that, direct do their questions. Okay, you can use the Brahmastra series. I'm telling you again and again, it is really helpful, important, very useful. We have got so much feedback from the students, so please watch that and do question practice directly. While sir, like ma'am and sir, we all teachers, while solving the questions, we have explained you the concept, so you do not have to read the concept again directly. You can do question practice. After this is done, you have to make short notes, like whichever questions are there. Okay, suppose one question is discussed, in that some formula is given, write down that formula. Some definition sir has explained, write down that definition. So in this way, prepare your short notes. Okay, after that, solve PYQs from any book. You can do last 5 years of PYQs, or you can solve the, as I told you, some preparatory questions of other district you can solve. After that, you have to just analyze and revise and go for the next chapter. Okay, so in 5 steps you are going to complete the whole chapter. Okay, so first thing, you have to select, then directly watch Brahmastra series, do all the questions that is explained, then do previous year questions, then you have to do, from that you make some notes, then do previous year questions or preparatory questions, some question practice. Then whichever things you are doing wrong in this part, keep them a note and revise those questions. Okay, after that, how many hours we need to study? This is very important, because we haven't studied the whole year and still we want good marks, and it is also possible. So definitely it won't be very easy, right? We have to put a lot of efforts here. So here at least you should be planning to study 10 hours. Okay, how this 10 hours should be divided? 3 hours for physics, 2 hours for chemistry, 3 hours for maths, and 2 hours every day for revision. Okay, this is a I can say it is not like this: maths, not chemistry, and bio. Okay, so maths 3 hours, physics 3 hours is compulsory, 2 hours you have to give to chemistry or to bio. Okay, or computer science, because chemistry I think is comparatively easy, so you can give 2 hours and still you can do it. And revision should be 2 hours, because at this point of time, see, when you are studying so many things in a less span of time, it is very important to remember them all. Okay, so to remember all these things, we require repeated revision. Okay, so that is what. Now coming to, you have to complete 1 chapter per day for each of the subjects. So each day you should be completing 3 chapters, 1 from physics, 1 from chemistry, 1 from maths. Okay, chemistry or bio, and 1 from physics and 1 from maths. So that's a study schedule I'll be giving you. So you see, morning 7 AM to 8 AM there should be 2 revision session. 1 revision session should be in the morning. 1 hour you just get up, get freshen up and start revising what you studied yesterday, like last day, whatever you have studied, just do a small revision. Then morning we are energetic, 8 to 9 take your breakfast, get freshen up, then 9 to 12 PM start the most difficult subject that is there for you, and I think basically it will be maths for most of you. You can bring maths for 3 hours. Then after that, 12 to 2 you have lunch and take a small nap. Then you will be like little lazy at this point of time, especially I am very inactive at the afternoon time, right? So keeping that in mind, I'll take a easy subject so that I don't have to put more pressure on my brain. Then 4 to 5 again you can take a small break, go for some walking, talking, enjoy yourself. Then again from 5 to 8 PM you have to take a moderate subject. Okay, so basically my plan is like this should be maths, this should be chemistry, and this should be physics. At the end of the day, 9 to 10 PM again 1 revision session should be there for these topics that you studied. Okay, so now when you have sit for 3 hours in maths, right? Maths 3 hours. You have selected the chapter, for example, integration. First watch the Brahmastra series. Okay, when sir was explaining, suppose you are watching the video, or you can just download the PDF also we have given. So watch that, do the questions. Okay, just you have to solve the questions. Now when you are doing this solving of questions for 2 hours, okay, then what you have to do first, when you are doing this question solving 2 hours, suppose you have, okay, let me break it for you like this. 1 second. See, you have watched the Brahmastra series. Suppose sir has discussed 30 questions. Okay, so what you have to do? How will you start? See, I'll tell you. First, see all the questions. If you're watching the video, see the complete video. Whichever questions, do not make any notes there, okay? I'll tell you this math strategy. Watch the complete video, okay? Then just make down the notes of what important formulas, which formulas you didn't know, okay? And when you see the question, you can also do with the sir. Sir is solving, you can also solve it. Now, which of the questions you got wrong or you didn't find out, okay? So, keep them separate or mark those questions. Okay, now these two things will go for like 2 hours. Next 1 hour, what you will do? You will do those questions which you have marked it, you do it again. So, that is a type of revision that you are doing. Okay, or if you want to revise later, you can just keep a note of these questions, you can do it later. What you can do now, here you can do some NCERT questions or you can do some PYQs. Okay, so in this way this chapter will be completed. So 2 hours you have to give for the Brahmastra sessions that we have conducted. 1 hour you can do for self-study to remember those answers or to note down some formulas, to revise them. So something like that you have to do in the next 1 hour. Clear? Now, when should you give and how you should give the mock test? The first thing is you have to give mock test after 21st of Feb. So, like from 21st of Feb you can give. So, by 28th your syllabus will be done, how much ever is possible. After that, from 21st of Feb you have to do a small revision, and after 21st of Feb you have to give a paper. Okay. So, at least one mock test for each subject. So, I can say 22nd, 24th and 25, okay, or like this 22nd, 23, 24th and 25, P, C, M, B or CS. Okay, that is how you can give for till 25th. Okay, you have to write under exam conditions. So, sit silently for 3 hours without any disturbance and start doing it. Okay. Next, analyze them. So, once you have done the paper, analyze whatever mistakes are there. Please note them down and keep it so that you can revise that during your final exams. And after that, whatever things you find wrong, just do revision of those topics so that you strengthen your weak points. Okay. So, that's all how you have to do. So, students, today is 31st of January. And from tomorrow we have to start with full like efforts. We have to be very serious about our exam, because we are just left with 28 days. Okay, and if we do not study at this point of time, our rank or our marks in PU board will decrease, and that is going to affect your KSET rank. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So that is why you should be very serious about your preparation right now. Okay, so if you haven't done anything also this time, you can still do better. So please do not lose hope. Have that self confidence that you will be able to do it. And I want those students who are ready, who are willing, who have believe in themselves that they can do it, please comment down that I can do it, ma'am. I really want to see that commitment, that self confidence in all of you, and I truly believe that if you work hard from now onwards also, you will be able to get good marks. Okay, so today what is your task? You have to complete step 1, that is you have to take the screenshot and note it down and keep it. Step 2, you have to select, segregate, and step 3, you have to order. So tomorrow morning you should be ready with what chapter you have to study. And one more thing that we have decided is we will be posting in our community channel what all things you need to study that particular day. Okay, so if you are someone who hasn't started anything, you can follow that. So every day community post at morning 7 AM we will be posting it, so you can see whatever things you have to study on that particular day. 7 to 8 AM, I am not giving the exact time, but between 7 to 8 AM I will be posting what all things you need to study, and you have to tell me in the comment section whether you were able to complete it or not by the end of the day. Okay, so that's my promise, that's my effort for all of you, and see you soon in the next episode, and all the very best for your exams.